And let's go back to the case of Juan de la Cruz. That was actually a real case. And the patient was me, but the actor was my brother.
Wow, pogi naman baby.
My diagnoses are major depressive disorder, moderate with anxious distress, and generalized anxiety disorder, moderate. As an anxious person, I overthink too much, and right now I'm thinking that sharing my story in this report might be too OA, but I'm willing to take that risk. More people need to know that it is a rampant disease, especially now during this pandemic. And as I share with you my story, let me take you to my hometown, Tandag City, Surigao del Sur, where my heart finds peace and rest. I wouldn't wish anyone to go through what I've been through. It's such a dark place that you wouldn't even want your enemies to experience it. It's so difficult to do even the simplest things, such as taking a bath or even taking a deep breath. My bed feels like a magnet. My comfort food doesn't taste good anymore. The activities I used to love doesn't make me happy anymore. Nothing really brings joy, and in all the aspects of my life, I see tons of problems. The littlest problems seem too heavy for me to carry. I tried to cry it out until my eyes no longer open. I tried to pray to God, begging Him to heal me, to allow me to wake up one morning without having that heavy feeling, without feeling constantly afraid. I tried telling my closest friends, but they just chose to be silent, as if they didn't hear anything from me. But I don't blame them, because I know how difficult it is to comfort someone who is depressed, and choosing the right words to say is not an easy task to do. I tried telling my family, but they don't understand. They told me I just need to eat more, and nisaka daw ang kabuhi sa utok. But it's okay, because only those who have depression fully understand what it really feels like. I felt like I've done everything to help myself out of the quicksand I'm trapped in, and I was out of choices. There's no escape, and it seemed like the storm will never end. That's why I often think it's best to just put an end to it. Put an end to this life. I had so many intruding suicidal ideations that I end up literally dreaming about it. Sleep is not my escape anymore. But I thank God for the few people who chose to listen to my never-ending rants about how hard my life is, who chose to be there for me, even if they don't fully understand, who stayed until things got better. Then I just realized that I wasn't alone. I was actually shocked at first when I knew that the people around me were also struggling mentally. At first, they were hesitant to share, but when I told them my story, they then told me how they were really doing and what their feelings really were. I somehow see it as a blessing in disguise, because if I've never had these mental illnesses, I'll never understand them since I've never been in their shoes. And I'm glad that my struggles can be used to help others, to validate their feelings, to encourage them to seek professional help. I am still a work in progress and not yet healed, but I would just like to remind you, my dear group mates, to check on the people around you. This world needs more listeners. You don't have to fix the problem. You don't have to make the person feel okay. You just have to let them know that you'll be there for them. And if we become successful doctors in the future, may we still choose to be kind, because we never really know what someone is going through. And if you're like me, who's going through something tough, don't lose hope, even though it may seem like a never-ending tunnel of darkness. Things will get better in time. They always do. And of course, ask for help. We cannot do it on our own. Reach out to the people you trust most. And lastly, be patient. Be patient with yourself. Healing is such a wonderful thing, and it surely doesn't happen instantly. Remember, all good things take time. Dali. And here I end my story and my report. Thank you so much for watching and for listening.